Welcome back for another video. It's that time where we're doing a top 20 best PVE base location video. We're doing the Ragnarok map today, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. Next base location is going to be located at 40.8 latitude, 70.0 longitude. Here's our location on the map. I really like this location. You can build some nice structures here. There's some nice little flat spots. You got the option to build tree platforms around here as well. There's this beautiful lake here also. Metal scatters the edges of the cliffs all around this lake. And of course there is no way out to the ocean, however you can use this lake as a breeding area for your ocean creatures. It's kind of deep in this further bit, so you can definitely breed some larger ones. And there is also metal that spawns within the water. And if we go up from here, to your east you have the red obelisk pretty close by. There's also a load of beaver dams that spawn in the streams just before the red obelisk. Next base location is going to be at 71.0 latitude, 68.4 longitude. Here's our location on the map, and this is the temple in the desert. It's a really cool location actually. You can build a small water pen for smaller creatures. You can't really bring Moses and Tusatufus in here because it's a bit small. So yeah, you can build out here. It's quite flat, of course. Inside there's all these little rooms you can use. Up here there's a bit more room. You can build like a crafting area up here and a main base up top probably, because it's extremely flat. Desert drops very close to your doorstep. Mountains on the opposite side of the river are great for farming all those rare resources. Next base location is located at 22.0 latitude, 25.8 longitude. Here's our location on the map. We're at top left of the map. This is a really beautiful location, and pick and choose really. You can build up here on this plateau area with some ruins and a nice lake, or you can build below with the huge lake and even can incorporate a tree platform onto this strange looking tree in the middle of the lake, and you got a nice flat spot here to put your dino pen and anything like that. Of course there's plenty of metal that spawns up here and around the edges of these rocks over here, so you got plenty of that. And you got the penguins and oil over there towards the south east direction. Next base location is going to be located at 22.6 latitude, 31.3 longitude. Here's our location on the map. The main focus is the cave. If you go through this rib cage, it will bring you into the cave. It's a really nice cave to build in, quite large as well, and you can breed your smaller water creatures in here also. It's a bit deeper in other parts where you can breed your slightly larger ones. If you go back outside, you could obviously extend your base out here to house more creatures and stuff. Got a crystal spawn right next to your base, just up here. And there's metal, obsidian, everything scattered around above your base. And of course you can reach out to here and build a water pen also if you wanted to. Oil in here. Bit further of a mission to find silica pearls, but that's the only thing that you'll probably be struggling to find here. Next base location is located at 18.9 latitude, 33.6 longitude. That's our location on the map. We're in Viking Bay right now. This is a spawn location. So you can make a really cool bridge over. It's pretty flat, so you can build on top. And of course you're surrounded by all the resources. You got metal up there. Really close to the penguin spawn for the organic polymer, and the oil in the bear cave for the frozen dungeon. You got some oil nodes that spawn in this water here below, so you got a few of those on your doorstep. And just towards the northeast kind of direction, you got the silica pearl spawn, which I'll show you now. They all spawn in these reeds here on the ground. There you go. They're just scattered through these reeds. Next base location is located at 38.7 latitude, 37.8 longitude. Here's our location on the map, right above the central canyon. We've got a nice flat spot here if you want to build a decent sized dino pen or structure. And of course this is the canyon bridge. Nothing more iconic than this on the map. So it's a nice location to build just for that. Obviously you've got a lot of ground space here. If you go towards north, of course you got all the riches from the snow and everything, but There is a nice little cave here that will give you some oil. As you can see, there's oil down here, oil inside, bit of metal. The next base location is going to be located at 17.8 latitude, 79.1 longitude. This is our location on the map, top right, in the Highlands. This is a really nice location to build. It's really pretty, and we're mainly focused on this cave here, in this waterfall here. It is a very small cave. What I like about it is that it has a natural water source inside. And you've said you can't build in a cave on PVE. It's really nice to build in a cave sometimes, because when you got this outside, you can just extend out, house all your creatures out here, maybe build a dive pen somewhere. There's plenty of opportunities in this location. Of course, you got loads of metal spawns around these pointy rocks. You could build a water pen down here somewhere. This is quite a cool location for a small water pen. Build out from here. You're not too far away from the wyvern nests and mantis for organic polymer. The volcanic area is just to the west / southwest, pretty close by. And of course, you're pretty close to the red obelisk as well, which makes this a great spot to build. Next base location is going to be located at 45.6 latitude, 35.0 longitude. Here's our location on the map. We are located in this big lake here. Well, it's not that big, but it's quite deep. It's a nice lake. You got a cave above. You could build in here if you wanted to. It's a really nice cave. It's not the flattest, but obviously there is quite a lot of room to store dinos and stuff in here and make some small structures. You've even got this little flat spot above the lake here, so you could build something else here if you wanted to. And obviously you will need cryopods because there's no way out to sea, but you can definitely breed all the largest ocean creatures in it. It's very deep. And of course you got metal scattered around the top of this cliff here, and the canyon's really close by. That's like one of the best metal spawns in the game. You got griffins that spawn nearby here as well. I think we have one. Yeah, there's one in the trees there. So they will spawn all around this area here. A bit further down that stream towards Greenob, which obviously is also pretty close. Next base location is located at 23.6 latitude, 41.3 longitude. This is our location on the map. I quite like this spot because it's very flat. You could build onto this flat spot also. Or you could save these little river rocks because you can get easy flint and metal off these little guys. So they're nice to keep around. But yeah, in this canyon you got metal spawning out your ears. And you got the beaver dams to the east. So you get cement paste and pearls and all that stuff from the beaver dams. There's more beaver dams towards the south, just before the snow mountain. You got the frozen dungeon up there, of course, with the oil cave and the crystal and the penguin spawn next to that. So you got your organic polymer and everything. And of course you're not that far away from the silica pearl spawn either, which is directly north from here. Next base location is at 27.7 latitude, 48.8 longitude. Here's our location on the map. This is the White Dove Falls, and it is an amazing location. It's so beautiful. Of course you can build down here in the shallow waters if you wanted to. I built some foundations there just to show you it is kind of flat in areas. But the main attraction is the waterfall itself. If you go to the right of the waterfall, there is a bit of land to build in underneath the waterfall here if you wanted to, or you can farm the riches within. I always forget where the entrances are. I believe that's one here, but we can go into the back of this waterfall here. It's really nice in here. You can build, and here's the other exit, shall we say, a bit higher up. Of course the beaver dams spawn towards the northwest, also just down there, so you're really close to those. There's a griffin spawn on the left at the top of the waterfall over here. And of course you're really close to the volcanic biome. There's mantis there for organic polymer. Next base location is going to be located at 24.6 latitude, 28.7 longitude. Here's our location on the map. We're in the middle of the forest here, and we're about to enter the cave. This is a really nice cave to build in. You got your water everywhere inside. You can build cliff platforms in here. It is quite dark, so you need to light it up quite well. It is pretty well lit now, so it looks really nice when it's really well lit. And of course all the block rocks in here that you can build on. They're all quite flat, so you can build some nice structures in here. Be a nice breeding area. And you got your little pool below, which is quite a nice depth, really. You could definitely breed some smaller creatures in here. The only downside is that otters can spawn in this water, as you can see, so sadly you'll be blocking that spawn. But I mean, they can spawn in other locations, let's be honest. So yeah, you've got your snow mountain right above you, and plenty of metal spawns all around this area, and obsidian, all that good stuff. Next base location is located at 57.4 latitude, 35.1 longitude is our location on the map. This location is mainly for the builders. It's a huge flat spot, one of the biggest in the game. It is a giga spawn, gotta watch out for that, but it's next to the green obelisk. Got your water source right nearby, and there's a few metal spawns nearby also. Beaver dams are also just down to the south. Next base location is located at 82.8 latitude, 55.6 longitude. Here's our location on the map, right at the bottom. In the scorched earth biome, this is a really nice looking location. You've got that nice waterfall behind your base. It's really flat in front of it, so you can build there. Of course, you got the water here for your water source, and it's quite nice to build a water pen here. Obviously, if you go further in, you got your oil and silica pearls, all those riches in the ocean, not too far down either. And of course, you've got metal scattered all around these cliffs behind you, and there's some crystal in the canyons as well. So you've pretty much got all your rare resources right around here. And of course, you've got desert crates northeast. Next base location is going to be located at 21.1 latitude, 24.4 longitude. Here is our location on the map. Another gem in the top left corner. There are quite a few nice base locations around here. This is a really nice picturesque base location. We're in a big cave system here. There's an opening at the top. If you just follow this water down from this ruined bridge, you will find this entrance. There's about 3 or 4 entrances in here, which obviously is PVE, so it doesn't really matter how many entrances there are. And if you go in the water, it is deep enough to house all the larger water creatures. It's a really nice area to be able to breed your creatures in here. The exit towards the ocean is not the best. You won't be able to get your larger creatures through here, as it is quite shallow. You can probably get Basilosaurus or smaller. There's a load of metal that spawns in this water as well, so if you've got a donkey, then you could definitely make use of this. You're pretty central to where all the action happens. Jungle Dungeon Cave is just down there, towards the north direction. Penguin Spawn is up there towards the southeast, along with the Frozen Dungeon Cave and the entrances where all the oil and the Dire Bear Cave is. So you've got all those rare resources on your doorstep. This area is surrounded by metal, so you'll find metal everywhere. There's crystal, of course, right outside your house. Just down here, so everything's really easy to get. Obsidian scattered around also as well. And of course, the area in the middle is completely flat, so you can build a huge dino pen to house all your creatures. Next base location is going to be 37.1 latitude, 40.2 longitude. Here's our location on the map. We are directly in the center canyon. Probably the most beautiful location on the map, to be honest. But what we're looking at is going through this waterfall, and there we are in our base location. There's the entrance here. Surprisingly quite a big area in this waterfall. Got a lot of building space, really. Use cliff platforms if you want to. This cave is full of metal before you build in it. I don't think you'd be able to save those spawns, but if you just go outside, it's just scattered everywhere anyway, so you'll be fine for that. It does not really matter at all. And if you just go in the water below, you'll see that there is silica pearls and oil scattered throughout. Some down there, and a bit further through we got some oil and some more pearls. Next base location is going to be located at 25.8 latitude, 17.0 longitude. Here's our location on the map, another top left base location. This is an amazing spot. I love this location. As you can see, it's completely flat, this shallow water here. And you can build out to sea. You've got these cool rocks you can build on also. And of course, you are by the ocean, so you can build an amazing water pen. And of course, this gives you easy access to all the rare resources like oil and silica pearls down below. And it's not too far to go for metal and stuff. So it's a really good location. Next base location is going to be located at 41.8 latitude, 28.6 longitude. Here's our location on the map. It's a very large flat spot. Bit isolated up here, but it is a really good location. Some gold metal nodes that spawn up here and down below, and of course the side of that mountain has a lot of metal. If you go down the spiral, there's obsidian scattered throughout on the sides, so you can farm quite a bit of that here as well. Right next to Snow Mountain, you've got a water well just down below your base, so you can just pipe up into your base from there. There's some real nice creatures that spawn around here in the forest below, one being the Ferrazino, and you got your swamp to the west. Of course, you're not really near any beaver dams here, but you can tame up some Acatinas and have lots of that cement paste being passively made. And you also have an amazing griffin spawn at the bottom of the canyon below your base. Next base location is going to be 82.3 latitude, 59.5 longitude. Here's our location on the map. This is an amazing location. Of course, you can build up here. It's kind of flat, so you can build some decent structures up here. You've also got the, oh my days, the get off my tree platform. You've got this opening that leads into the ocean, and it's a really cool place to build a water pen. Of course, you can use a tree platform on this pillar in the middle to build more structures on that. Of course, you got the mountain here for your rare resources. Of course, you got easy access to the ocean here, where you can find oil, silica pearls and all those riches. To the north direction, just above your base, you have a load of oil vein spawns here, and look at that. Obsidian there as well. Also, desert crates will spawn in the desert, and you're very close by to those, so you're in a very good location here to basically be an absolute beast at the game. Next base location is located at 23.0 latitude, 86.8 longitude. Here's our location on the map, top right. We're right beneath the lighthouse here, so this is a really good landmark to look out for if you are looking for this spot. You could even build around here if you wanted to. I don't think it's that great of a building location, it's just really nice to look at. But I'm focused on the cave below it, because it is an amazing cave. Obviously you've got the Giant's Causeway right here, which I'm pretty sure this is what it's based on. So if we go inside the cave, you can use these big pillars and place tree platforms in here, which makes this really cool because you can obviously build structures in here, whereas if you couldn't do this, you couldn't build them at all. And in the water below, it's quite deep. You could definitely breed your sea creatures in here. You could probably get a Basilosaurus and anything around that size through here, but nothing bigger than that. And of course you got the area outside where you can definitely extend your base and house some water creatures, and obviously it's quite a nice area to build here. And of course right above, there's a few metal nodes scattered around the tops of these cliffs, so you've got that right in front of your base. If you wanted more, you can go to those pointy rocks there. There's quite a bit scattered around there. The only downside is you are a bit further away from other rare resources. Like, you don't have to travel too far for organic polymer, as the volcanic area is over there to the west, so it's not too far. However, oil and crystal is a bit scarce around this region. Coming at number 1, we have 19.2 latitude, 41.6 longitude. Here's our location on the map. It's an amazing base location. It's got all the resources you need to thrive right on your doorstep. So we got the big flat spot, of course. We've got a water well right outside your house, so you don't have to do much piping at all. Beaver dam spawn to the south in those lakes over there. And if you go to the north, silica pearl spawn right to the bottom in those shallow waters where the reeds are. But you could also make yourself a water pen and stuff like that. Metal is scattered around the side of this mountain. You're really close to the frozen dungeon cave over there. Penguin spawns for the organic polymer, and then the volcano area where the wyvern nests are, and the mantis for the organic polymer. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll catch you all in the next video, where we will be doing the top 20 best PVE base locations on the Valguero map. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.